Hey YouTube, what's going on? Good morning to you. This is Iggy MB5679. Get Truth to Die line. It's 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's February 4th, right? February 4th, Monday, 2019. Okay. You know, I'm from the city where the sun don't shine 7 months of the year. At the minimum, 7 months of the year. But today, midwinter, this baby is out, and not only that, see, I'm in a bad spot now downtown, but there was big chemtrails out. But as you can see, some clear blue, the clear baby blues out, and I'm only saying this. It's not about weather or nothing. I'm only saying this because I never in my life, I do not ever remember the weather being like this. Okay, February, no. Oh, that's another thing. I left the house real early in the morning, so that's why I got a hoodie on and this jacket. But temperatures actually feeling like it's going up to the 60s. It feels like it. Right now it's probably in the 50s, but sorry, I'm walking. It's hard to concentrate, talk, read, walk. Well, I'm not reading yet, but anyway, this is just different, man. This ain't right. I woke up, I left. It was a little more chilly. Right now, I don't even need this coat. Like it's just weird, man. Anyone who's going through it knows what I'm talking about. If you're somewhere on the East Coast, maybe even Midwest might be changed up a little bit than how it was, say 10, 20 years ago. This is not how it was. This is just not how it was, man. The weather is completely different, but I wanted to bring you guys a story real quick. A couple quick updates. Also, I'm gonna just stop because I can't walk and read, and everyone's trying to walk into me. Seems like they're doing it all on purpose. but look, right? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I got a bunch of good comments on the halftime show symbolism, right? So I'm going to, maybe do another video on it for the stuff that I missed and the stuff that I definitely missed a bunch, and then a couple things off people said led me to some other beliefs. But if I do, seeing other things, if I do, I'll go right over the comment section, give everyone credit for what they said. Bahamas, 28 Haitian migrants drowned in illegal crossing. The bodies of 28 drowned Haitian migrants have been recovered off the coast of the Bahamas, officials say. It comes after operations over the weekend by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force rescued 17 survivors. A boat that had been transporting the migrants sank 6 miles off the coast of Marsh Harbor in the Abaco Islands to the north of the country. Haiti is the poorest country in the Caribbean, and 60% of the population live on less than $2 a day. Illegal attempts by Haitians to get the Bahamas or nearby Turks and Caicos are common. On the island of Fauquet, the nearest island to where the boat sank, villas at the luxury resort cost up to $4,328 a night. In a tweet, the U.S. Embassy in Haiti warned Haitians of the threat that smuggling operations posed. Since the beginning of 2019, 300 Haitians have been caught trying to illegally enter the Bahamas. The RBDF says that about 6 boats carrying 80 to 90 migrants often arrive at one time. Haiti struck by the earthquake, two held over Channel, I think it's something different. The migrants are usually intercepted at sea and transferred to the immigration department, where they are often deported back to Haiti. Since the devastating 2010 earthquake, 60 Haitian migrants have been granted temporary residency in the United States. President Trump announced he was ending the program in 2017, but this has been repeatedly challenged in court. And then last night, I don't know if you guys were with me on live, if you've seen this, I mentioned this last night when it first came in, a plane crash in the California house, killing 5. we'll see where the day takes us today. Maybe because I understand with gematria. I'm starting to realize that gematria is just so many damn numbers, and I don't want to say that I'm starting to like discredit it at all and saying that it's not true, because I definitely believe they live by that code. Like some stuff is just too coincidental. You just can't get these numbers no other way, like in certain things. But I just think like the date, for example, the date and that numbers, I think that, I don't know, it's beginning to be a lot of numbers, but I still think numbers, signs, symbols, it is all something to pay attention to, and hopefully if I keep talking about it, it'll help wake somebody up. Because at the end of every day, you know, drama or not, whether you like me or not, the main goal is waking people up and coming together, and that's all one. That's all number one. Waking people up, coming together, main objective. And I'm sure, I brought that up because I'm sure that the Haitian drowning that I just read and this plane crash both go with gematria. I'm sure, but you know what I'll do? I'll check on a gematrinator, and that's what we'll do. Maybe, I don't know, I might take a break from live streaming for real, man, and focus on videos, because it's been a lot of drama. But I mean, I don't know, I might, I don't know, I think I gotta start making videos, start getting some content, but live streaming it, it's just, it's hard to make videos, it is. Okay guys, I just read through this. Just show you this. Housing is key. Housing is key to Puerto Rico's recovery. Will 2019 see promised funding solutions? The U.S. territory needs to urgently tackle issues such as widespread informal housing and the exorbitant amount of abandoned spaces as it rebuilds after Hurricane Maria. Now, as you may or may not know, my beliefs are that the way they do, or you know, the whole New World Order out of chaos, is they build, destroy, rebuild. Okay, 100%. I believe they make these storms, these hurricanes, these tornadoes, all that stuff. Rain, snow, temperatures, fluctuations like out here right now. But I believe they have control to do all that. They're trying to play God. All right, they want to be God. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to play God. All right. And as everyone knows, Puerto Rico been in about a 10-year long recession, and you know, this is part of the United States, man. It's part of the United States, so these are our fellow Americans, and really, to me, it wouldn't matter if they were or weren't. You know, I pray for them. I hope they all find, you know, they could just work with each other down there, and they find a solution to this. What did I see? That one, appropriate at least $136 billion. Something with FEMA. The federal government has dispersed more than $3.7 billion for FEMA to finance local government grants to complete debris removal, public infrastructure repairs, and give credit aid to affected individuals, according to numbers provided by FEMA. Okay, $3.7 billion, dude. That's nothing. That's nothing. They could give them way more than that. It's America. It's a state, basically. You know, they're the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. They could give them way more than that, man. They could help these people out. And you guys remember all the stories, stuff that happened. These people were without power. They were without power for 6 months, I think. Damn, that was hot. Ooh. But yeah, I just wanted to point this out. Maybe say a prayer for these fellow Americans down here. They're still trying to recover. I didn't read this yet, but let's read it, and then I'll end this video, and I'll keep looking through to see if there's any else good something good to read, point out, or anything of the sorts. Treatment of woman detained in Saudi Arabia tantamount to torture, MP say. I hope I said that word right, because I'll get bashed if I didn't. The panel are deeply concerned by the detention conditions of the detainees, a report says. Lujain al-Hawthlo is currently detained in Saudi Arabia. The treatment of women activists by the Saudi Arabian government could meet the threshold for torture under international law, says a report by MPs and lawyers. The Detention Review Panel, a task force of cross-party parliamentarians and lawyers has examined evidence from human rights groups and witnesses who claim a number of detained activists have been subject to violent and mental abuse. The panel are deeply concerned by the detention conditions of the detainees, and report says the cases of Lujan al-Hathroul, who campaigned for the right for women to... Okay, so what she did was campaign for the right for women to drive in Saudi Arabia, among other women's rights issues. And 7 other women have been examined. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with their laws or whatever. They treat women like crap. Women are like below a human, basically. You know, if like Muslims are allowed to have 3 wives, okay? Well, actually, they get more than that. But they average 3 wives, let's say. So, if your wife looks at another man, this is why they wear them masks on their face. That's why the women are like that, because they're supposed to be owned by their husband. So, if another man, they're not supposed to be seen by another man, okay? So, like, they cover their face because it's disrespectful for another man to even see your wife. And if they make eye contact, that husband will kill her. Like, she will... Now, I'm not saying if she went like that, you know what I mean? But I'm saying if she keeps getting caught looking at a dude, the husband will kill the wife. That is how they are over there. And I actually commend this woman. I know it's probably fake news. Everyone thinks everything is fake, nothing's real. But, you know, they believe fear porn that people push on YouTube. But nothing else is real, though. Only what you know. It ain't like that, man. You have to be open-minded to everyone's opinion, man. You can learn something from everyone. Trust me when I tell you, there's truth in every lie. Everything they put in mainstream media is not a lie. They just spin the narrative, okay? They take a true story and they spin it. It's the same thing YouTubers do. They spin narratives so their channel looks like, you know what I mean, like they're making predictions, or they're all fair porn and the fair porn's right. I mean, I'm just saying my honest opinion that I believe is a fact, but it's just my opinion. The case of Lujan al-Hathroul, who campaigned for the right... Okay, I read it part. The women have allegedly been subject to assault, threats to life, sleep deprivation, sexual harassment, solitary confinement. That's cruel and a harsh punishment. Let me see. I've been through every one of them, except for sexual harassment and sleep deprivation. I kind of been through that in jail, actually, because they put me in a it's called a dry cell, and I didn't have a mattress, no blanket, no mattress, and I had to sit in a dry cell with nothing but a cement, just a piece of cement that was on the ground. It was like a cot, something to put your bed on, but there was no mattress. It was just a cement block, and that's all I had. And they kept me in my boxers, in a jumpsuit. I was in a hole, and I could not sleep. They were depriving me of sleep because I couldn't sleep without a pillow, mattress, blanket. So I've been through every one of them except for sexual harassment. And I'm telling you, man, it has messed me up in my mind. And I'm not blaming anybody for me going to jail. That's my fault, no doubt. But it's not my fault why they treat people the way they do, because I wouldn't treat no one like that. They treat you like a dog. And I feel bad for these women. I commend them for standing up for women, though. The Saudi government ignored deadlines set by panel, which had asked for the kingdom to help facilitate the visit to detainees to establish the conditions they are being kept in and their treatment. The refusal of the Saudi government to engage with panel is noted in the report, stating the Saudi Arabian government does not welcome oversight of detainees' condition in detentions. More from the UK. The Saudi government have previously rejected any claims of inappropriate or illegal conduct or actions towards the activists, some of whom they have been labeled traitors in the government-aligned press. You see that? They labeled them traitors because she stood up for women, having driving privileges? Ain't that what it was? What did this girl stand up for again, guys? The case of who campaigned for the right for women to drive.
the right for women to be able to drive. So females can't drive in Saudi Arabia. Dude, that's ridiculous, guys. I know girls can't drive. I get that. It's like, no, I'm fine. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's judiciary system, bunch of scumbag fleas. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia judiciary system does not condone, promote, or allow the use of torture, the government said in previous statement. Really? Wow. The Saudi woman who risked everything to gain freedom. Wow, is this a Canadian girl that went back over there or something? Nah. One of the key findings in the report states that detainees' treatment constitutes cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment and could meet the threshold for torture under both Saudi Arabian and international law. It also found if the allegations of torture are true, the Saudi authorities at the highest level could be responsible for the crime of torture. The report authors recommends a number of actions, including the release of detainees, that their criminal charges may be reviewed immediately, and call for an immediate investigation and prosecution of those responsible for the mistreatment of detainees. The panel's chair, Crispin Blunt MP, who previously said the UK is right to roll out red carpet for Saudi Arabia, said our conclusions are stark. The Saudi woman activist detainees have been treated so badly as to sustain an international investigation for torture. Yeah, and I hope they get this girl off, man. This shit ain't right. Denied proper access to medical care, legal advice, or visits from their families. That is not right, dude. Their solitary confinement and mistreatment are severe enough to meet the international definition of torture. Okay, well, guess what? I know people hate when America steps in and tries to fight someone's fight or whatever. Man, we need to step in and do something about that. That ain't right, man. You have to put yourself in that woman's shoes. Okay? She was showing everyone over there is not an evil, bad person. One. Okay? And I've heard that from soldiers. There's a lot of good people over there. Okay? Just because you're Muslim doesn't mean you're a bad person either. Okay? Now, two, this lady, not only was she not showing that she's a terrorist, but she actually is standing up for a woman's rights, and it was something as petty as just to be able to allow to drive. And not only did they jail her for that, but they're torturing her on top of it. That shit ain't right, man. The supervisor chain of command up to the highest level of Saudi's authority would be responsible for this. God. Everyone, if you could, pray for this woman. Also pray for, the Puerto Ricans, that they can get through this rough time. This recession can end for them. They're still in recession. I don't think they have power in a lot of places right now. I know it's probably so loud behind me. But anyways, guys, talk to you a little bit. Much love. And I'm going to keep reading, doing a little bit of research, seeing what comes up. I'm going to go through my emails right now. It's IggyMB5679. This is Get Truth to Dotline. Everyone stay positive, stay humble, and spread the love.